Hello, everybody. So here we are at the fourth gate, the gate of the heart. As Venus crosses the moon on May 27th, 2022, we enter into the gate of the heart. And as we enter into the gate of the heart, we relinquish our bracelets. And as I said in the introduction video to the heart gate, my bracelet was relinquished itself by the universe. So I'm going to be trusting the universe that it'll come back, my favorite heart bracelet. Or we'll see what happens. I just put a rubber band, little hair band as a replacement. But we'll see what happens. We're relinquishing our bracelet, our heart that we wear on our sleeve. We're relinquishing the heart. Ooh, goodness. And like I said in the introduction video, this is hell. Because it is hell whenever you release your divinity, your vision, your voice, and your kindness and love and compassion. And all you have left is your drive, your need for your neediness, and your need for connection and sex and your greediness, your need for survival. It gets a little hellish. And as you can see, all that we have left now are fire colors. The fires of hell are what's left as we go further into these gates. So as we go further, we look at the shadows of these gates, the shadows of the heart, the shadow of the mother. The first shadow of the mother is the martyr. The mother who says that she gave her all. She did everything for you. Or sometimes it comes out with the statement, after everything that I've done for you. The child can see why she's being toxic there, but to her it doesn't feel toxic at all. She did give all. She did do everything for them. She did it so that they would do for her. Why did she do it? That's the question. The shadow thinks, she invested all this time into her children so that her children would give back to her one day. But is that really the right and proper way to love and care and nourish and bring something up? With the idea that it'll give back to you one day? Of course you're going to want that. We're only human, right? So I am a mother, and I do put a lot into my parenting. I've very much been a stay-at-home mother, and I've put a lot into my children. I love them so much, and I've invested a lot into them. And, I think that there's been times where I've caught myself feeling, after everything I've done for you, and maybe I've even said it to them, I wouldn't put it past me, because I understand this. I've never really made money. My contributions to society, people ask me, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I live. I don't know. It's hard. It really is. A mother has to understand that her contributions are valuable and they are important even whenever she gets no outside validation. She has to learn to validate herself, to get her validation from within. And that's a beautiful lesson that I'm glad that I've learned. And that is your gift of being a martyr, is to realize that I do have a value in my contributions. Can y'all see that? It's not easy. This shadow work, this stuff is not easy, but I'm going to love the martyr in me, the one who gave her life for her children, who done her best, and she wanted something back, but what she's got back is all my love and all of my appreciation. Which leads us into the second shadow quality, which is victim. Being a victim, feeling powerless. And I so relate to this one too, because I feel like I'm a victim of my stay-at-home momship. Almost like, because there was a point where daycare would have been too much. Like, I could not work enough to pay for the daycare for my children. And it was crazy because it was like, I'm going to do everything that the daycare would do, and I don't even get paid that much. And I don't even get paid at all. And it feels like you're a victim. You're a victim of society, of circumstances, and you're powerless, and you're just within the control of others. And it gets dark. It gets dark. And you're not able to love you're not able to love like you should whenever you're in this victim mindset. So what does being a victim get us? What good is being a victim? And Lord knows I've been a victim. So what good is it to be a victim? Well, as strange as this may seem, to be a victim is to know pain and to be able to feel pain, to be able to go through pain. And whenever we go through that pain, we're able to find our responsibility. We're able to find where we're responsible, and we're able to take our responsibility. That pain empowers us to take our responsibility back. And it's a beautiful thing. It can be a beautiful thing. So I love my victim within me, because my victim within me shows me how much pain I can endure and how strong I can be and where I can take my power back. And that leads to our third shadow quality. Weakness. Being weak. Not being strong. Being weak. Helpless. I feel this one. I want to deny my weakness. I want to say, no, I'm strong. I'm tough. I'm a big girl. I'm not weak. But I am. I actually am. I'm very weak. Very weak. But my weakness, it helps me to reach out to others. It helps me to find connection. It humbles me and shows me that I am not this grand greatness that I think that I am, but I am weak and I need others. It shows me my need for connection. It shows me my smallness and my need to connect with others to be part of a whole. It gives me the desire to connect to others. So I love my weakness, and I'm happy that I have a weak side. I don't want to be strong in all ways, because then I wouldn't need anyone. I would be lonely and, just not any good. So I'm glad that I'm weak. And that leads into the fourth shadow quality that I will be talking about this month, which is dependent. Needing others. In my country, in my society, we very much value independence. The strength of being on your own, the ability to do it yourself. It's like very important. But honestly, we're creatures of, we are collective creatures. We are meant to connect to one another. We're not meant to be all on our own. We're meant to find each other, to connect, to work together, to find our symbiosis, and that is where heaven is. So, whenever we are dependent on another, it's not such a bad thing. To need others is not such a bad thing. It can feel bad, though, and it can get really bad. It can get very bad and toxic. But yeah, I am very dependent. I'm very dependent on others. I need a lot of help. I can't do everything myself. So, what is the gift of my dependence? Well, my ability to connect to others, again, like the weakness gives me the desire to connect, but my dependence gives me the ability to connect, to truly let go and let them, and let the connection fully integrate. My dependence helps me be a part of humanity as a greater whole. It helps me to connect to humanity as a greater whole and to be able to be more fully my little independent self, dependent upon the greater whole. Is that making sense? It's a little bit hard to understand, I get that. But yeah, my dependence allows my independence, because as I depend on others, as I depend on others to do the things that I can't do, I'm able to more fully do the things that I can do. And then I'm able to be more fully of a help to others and to be a part and to really connect with others and to really come more into my wholeness. So I won't push away my dependent self. I will love my dependent self, and I will know that it brings a gift to my life. And I think that we have enough for a fifth one this time. So I will say that the fifth shadow quality is being a doormat. And this is a little bit different than the being a martyr, because being a martyr is to give everything that you have for the other because you want to help the other. But being a doormat is more of letting everybody walk over you because you just don't have the strength or ability to stand up for yourself. And to let everybody walk over you is very toxic. It can get very toxic and you're going to end up standing up for yourself in a way where you regret. Because you're going to end up having to stand up for yourself and assert yourself to others. Because you can't be a doormat forever. You can't always let them walk over you, or you'll just get trampled and you'll become dust in the wind. Oh, so yeah. What would be the gift of being a doormat and letting others just walk all over you? Well, the gift of being a doormat is it shows you that the goodness in your heart, your desire to help others. You have a really big heart, and you have a desire to help others. You have a desire to help others even at the expense of yourself, but you're forgetting that yourself is the most important one. You have to have the desire to help yourself too. And whenever you help yourself, you can help others and fulfill that desire for helping them even more fully and completely. So don't forget yourself, and don't allow yourself to be a doormat. Do stand up for yourself and say, no, I have to tend to myself now so that I can come back and tend to you better. And that's okay. And the fact that you don't want to, the fact that you do wish that you could just help them so much, it shows how much love, care, and compassion you have in your heart for others. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, there you guys go. Those are the shadow qualities of this heart gate. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for going on this journey with me. I know it's not an easy journey, but I'm so glad that you guys are watching and being a part of this. Thank you all so much. And as always, be blessed with love.